I think Adnan Syed is guilty. If we look at who he was as a person, there's a lot of evidence to say that he most likely did it. Um, so just from watching the first episode of Serial by Sarah Koenig, um, I learned that he was a very popular person. He was on the honor roll, so he was good with his academics. He was an EMT. He was on the football and the track team. He was the prince of his junior prom, and he also led prayers at the mosque. This creates an image that he is a good moral person, like especially the mosque part, because if you're religious, people generally say that you must have good morals. That's not always true though. So I know that a big characteristic for psychopaths and murderers or whatever, obviously, like, it's an illness, a mental illness. It's not a normal, regular thing that most people have. They look at what other people are doing, and so being a part of the community will bring a sense of stability to their life. It will help balance out any psychopathic urges. So an example would be that if a nun hadn't had this social life and he just like stayed at home all the time, he would probably want to go out and kill people a lot more. Um, he would probably like kill animals even, like he would just not be able to control those urges, the want or the need to do something psychopathic. There's just some things that Anand did that kind of like really puts him in the position that he totally did this because he foreshadowed it before he killed Hay. It's just some of the stuff he did is just not good looking at him. For example, one day Hay in her diary she writes that Adnan had told her that one day he would have to choose between her and his religion. Well, she was not, she didn't approve of his religion, so it was said that he was very religious and his beliefs were strong, so if she didn't agree with his religion, then that is to say that he would kill her because she did not agree. His family was very religious, and so I guess they pushed that upon him. There is also the fact that Dawn, her new boyfriend, had jokingly said that he would kill Hay. Even if it's a joke, like the fact that someone knows that you said that is just not good. And then there is the fact that both Adnan and Dawn had looked at his car after she had gotten into a small accident. And so both Adnan and Dawn, they looked at the car and they said, this isn't safe to drive. Now I'm thinking, like, did they do something to the car? Because later on, after school, Adnan goes to Hay and says, hey, can you drive me somewhere? And so I'm thinking that he he was just trying to get in the car with her so that whatever he and Dawn had did to the car beforehand, like loosen a tire or something. Then when Adnan is with Hay and they're driving somewhere and something goes wrong with the car, Adnan will be with Hay and say, "Oh no, I couldn't have killed her because we were in the car." I guess it's also possible to say like, "Can you drive me here?" where Dawn is secretly waiting for them and then they kind of like get together and then they go kill Hay together. It's really hard to say who specifically killed Hay because there's Adnan, there's Dawn, and then there's Jay. And all three of them, I know that all three of them know who did kill Hay. Um, they're just all being really, really shady about it. Despite everything that I've gone over, I feel that Adnan is probably guilty because, like, even if he didn't straight out admit to anything, or everything does direct to him. He's the center of all of this. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but like near the end of the serial series, Sarah fell for Adnan's stereotype, trying to be so popular with everyone. Like, he created an image that he was really good, and so she totally fell into his trap. She said to him, I understand why everyone was so shocked that you were the suspect because, like, after talking to you for so long, you're such a nice person, and I just can't believe it. And then Adnan was like, don't say that. He got angry, and like he's gonna snap the next time someone says that like they don't believe that he could have killed Hay just because he's a nice person. Well, for me, when I heard that, like that just really that really that really sealed the deal for me. Like he was outright admitting that he could do something like that. And if he could do something like that, then he probably did. Like you don't admit to something like that if you don't actually do it. He does have some sort of pride for doing this, and he just showed like, ha, you think I'm such a good person, but I'm not. Like he totally killed Hay, honestly.